Alright, here I am in Dwarf Fortress again. Ugh, the world's worst streamer. I I got kinda yelled at a bit the other day because I wasn't watching the chat. And I'll admit it, I get focused on what I'm playing, and the chat does become kind of secondary. Not gonna lie. All right, got the recording going. Fantastic. How much drive space do I have left? That would be good to. Okay, so that's on drive D, local disk D. Let's look at this PC. Hang on. This is the type of shit to check before you hit record. Oh, plenty of space. Plenty of space. All right. So yeah, we're doing the fortress that I only play when I stream. So let's fire it up. The world is Boldoth Thader, the Cyclopean planets. And then this is the fortress I think is called Netdennet, which I don't know. Early internet? Netdennet. I don't know, but I'm kind of vibing to the theme song. Now, I intentionally, on the description, said that tonight is more tweaking, because here's the thing. Like last time, I knew that I definitely wanted to make a library, and when I was chatting with you all the prior time, before I left, I thought, well, maybe I'll try and do something with the Magma. But I think what I really need to do is do some tweaking, maybe some stuff around defense, maybe some stuff around making sure I've got traps in place that'll whack anything that's problematic. So I think that's really what I'm going to be focusing on, is how do we make the fortress safe for the inevitable attacks that might come. Also, I really am getting disturbed that I've got these ghosts around because I haven't figured out how to do slabs. And I think part of that might be that I don't have the proper workshops up. So we're going to take a look at the workshops for a bit. And we've got... All right, so let's see. So you got the metalsmith, the screw press, the siege, the stoneworker. Now, we've had a stoneworker shop up for a while, I think, right? Let's look at furnaces. So furnaces, we've got those. We're in a good place there. Clothing and leather, nothing missing there. Farming. Yeah. I don't think I'm missing the workshop that would be able to carve the slab. And that's really what I think is going on here. We need to carve the slab. So let's look at places. And we're going to look at the workshops list. Stoneworkers Workshop. Let's head over there. And we're going to go add new task. Engrave memorial slab. Holy crap. Ugh. All right, so who's this? Okay, so now we need... Now that I found it, I need to find the stupid ghost that is haunting us. And I just saw him. The game is paused. So let's see. The ghost that we're having trouble with is Rakust Avutstiminer. Yeah, Akust. So where's that workshop? So we need to carve a slab with his name, and then we also need add new task. Yeah, okay, see, he's a ghost.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Siri, I'm not talking to you. So we definitely need to engrave his memorial. And then we've got another ghost. Ushat, that might be the kid. Yeah. All right. So, and I don't even know if I have slabs in stock. Let's see. Slab. Oh, I have some slabs in stock. Fantastic. So let's unpause the game, because this could take care of our ghost problem. We have a ghost problem, And Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and those, they're not, no, Chevy Chase wasn't a Ghostbuster. Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, and oh God, who was the other guy? I forget his name. Now I'm terrible. All right, so we got some stuff on the floor here. Now I'm going to pause. See the little padlock? And we'll zoom in. Sometimes when a dwarf or enemy is killed, it locks the stuff. That's called forbidden. And so what we want to do is we're going to unlock it by using this. And that way the dwarves can claim the items and use them. Because sometimes you don't want dwarves looting the stuff of your enemy. I know, in a fantasy game, the idea of not looting everything might seem strange, but that's where we are in Dwarf Fortress. Okay. Say, okay, our drink situation, we have 69 drinks! 69! I'm so immature. How are our slabs? Nope, the slabs have been... Looks like they might have been carved. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the memorial place, and we're going to build furniture. Slab. We're going to put one here. The memorial for the one guy, the one dwarf, sorry, furniture. Slab. And we'll put another one here. And that's going to be this. So now our two dwarves whose bodies have been lost to time. We've put the child to rest. And we've put the miner to rest. Where's Ian when I need him? My friend Ian, he was in chat the other night. And he was guilt-tripping me about IKEA has stolen... Okay, now we need to do a couple of things here. Now that we've dealt with our ghosts, we need to deal with idiots. Not this idiot. We need to deal with things that are coming into our fortress and stealing. Let me do a quick bed check. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 24 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18, 18, 20. That is not 74. Oh, good Lord. We're going to need more bedrooms. How many beds do we have? Because what I'll do is I'll put the work order in for that, and then we're gonna... Okay, so 4, 9. Okay, we're gonna make some more beds. Oh, well, we got 70 beds. Some of them are deployed, some of them are not. So okay, we need about... Let's make a work order for 10 more beds, and then I think we'll be covered. Bed. Oh, no space in the word bed. Bed. And I'm trying to carefully look at stream chat every so often. Oh, that's right. So the last time we were here, we set up gem cutting and we set up the encrust job. What that'll do is as we make the rock toys, which are our primary export, they will now be decorated with shells. They'll be decorated with gems, whatever. And the dwarves will probably decorate other things too. But they'll be prettier, which is good. Okay, I'm going to pause the game for a sec. I want to look at the weapons we have in stock. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make some traps. All right. So we've got weapons, but what does that mean? Is the orange the ones that people are using? I think the orange are the ones that people are using, yeah. Yeah, because we must have beds deployed. Okay. So in other words, so for weapons here, got 24 weapons that aren't being used. And we have some spears. Okay. Here's what I want to do. Let me explain. We're going to make some traps. And to make traps, we need mechanisms. Let's see if we have any mechanisms. Mecha. Okay, great. See, this is me trying to remember what I've done on each of the fortresses. I should probably only play one at a time. But we've got mechanisms that we've built that we can use to make traps. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some traps to nail anything that comes in, any hostiles that is, any hostiles that come in through either our main door here or our trading post. But for that to happen, we're going to need some pointy bits. So spear. What do I have in bars? I have a lot of certain types of metal, a lot of gold. Oh god, it would be so funny to hit things with gold spears, wouldn't it? We might do that. Silver, copper. All right, copper's the way to go. There's a lot of copper. All right. Although gold spears would be fun too. It's so tempting. All right, so work order. We want spear. Spear. Brittany. Can we do gold spears? Oh, I don't see gold. That's a shame. Anyway, so we're actually going to make 18 because I think I'm going to need 6 traps and I want each of them to have 3 spears so that they're particularly nasty. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to set the traps up across here and across here. And they won't fire at friendlies, right? They'll just fire at hostiles, which will be things like the thieves and stuff. Oh, dead crow. How sad. There was a movie about that, right? The Brandon, the crow. Oh, no. All right. Rude. All right. Let's see how our work orders are doing. So that's not even validated yet. That's fine. And I think what we'll do, those farms are so big. I realized after doing a little bit of reading that kind of overkill on some of the farming I do in some of my fortresses. And it's also hard to tell what the plots are. Hey, Scary Lava. Hey, Lex, how you doing? Yes. I don't know if you've watched my stream. See, I was reading the chat. I don't know if you've been looking at any of my historical streams. I'm going to pause again. Let me give you the nickel tour here. Who's fighting? Oh, they're sparring. Good, because they're training. Nice. And who died? Oh, Dead Horse. All right. So anyway, we'll do the global view. All right, cool. You'll listen tomorrow. Well, I'll give you the global view. So, of course, what I did as when I went to disembark, I saw this nice glowing volcano in the world. So if we look, we'll scroll up. Look, there's the Arctic Wastes. Here's the southern whatever's giving you the little tour. So I'm sort of on the east side. If it were a flat world, and I don't know if Dwarf Fortress if it's a globe or it's a flat Earth. It might be a flat Earth. Don't tell the crazies. In any case, I saw this volcano here, and my first thought was, holy crap! It would be so cool to set my fortress up on a friggin' volcano. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? So, if we look, we can see these are the civilizations in the world. The golden flags. And what am I a member of? God, there's a way to look. All right, so my fort is... okay, yeah, I'm a member of the Golden Flag Civilization. My fortress is called Net Dented. And I just let the game name the stuff, so I have nothing to do with that crazy-ass name. So these blue guys over here are my... I believe... No, the Golden Flags. Where are the Golden Flags? Aren't these the Golden Flags? Okay, yeah. The blue guys here are the Golden Flags. So it's a pretty big Dwarven civilization. Up here, we've got elves. Elves and dwarves don't necessarily get along. Little bit of a tip. if you have elvish caravans come, do not try and sell them stuff in wooden bins, because they'll get pissy about it. All right, we've got pits and stuff here. We got a kobold fortress. We've got the dark human pits of Spire Evil with less than 10 people. Now, at some point, maybe I'll go raid them. Who knows? Here we've got human government, the Enchanted Tour Society, and the civilization is the Confederacy of Knitting Peace. I am totally judging them based on that name, right? But if you go into Legends mode when you don't have you can either save your fort and then retire it to go to Legends mode, or when your fort's dead, spend some time in Legends mode, and you can see these civilizations rise and fall. What I'm really looking forward to is once we've got adventure mode where you can play it like a roguelike, like NetHack or whatever, but instead you're checking out your old fortresses or other runes in the world. I did that very briefly in the classic version. So anyway, here's the point. I settled on a friggin' volcano, which I thought was spectacular. So if I look outside, if we look on the big map, let me try zooming out a little more. Whoop, nope, that's zooming in. It's not the biggest amount of outside space compared to some places. I mean, it's got a decent amount of trees and bushes and stuff. And we got some lakes if we need fresh water. But I carved an entrance right into the side of the mountain. And then this is the volcano. Now, this is kind of cool. This is at elevation 49, which seems kind of high. As I go up, see there's the open space there. As we click up, we can see going higher, 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 higher. That's the actual top of the volcano. The volcano is at elevation 68. That's the lip. Don't give me lip, right? So if I want it, so the volcano is basically, what did I say? So that's at 68. I'm down at 49, so it's like 20 levels up. Well, all right. Now, yeah, and if I was going to climb up to the lip to use it, well, then I would do that. But here's where I got ballsy. Now, I didn't double check the wikis or anything before I did this bold plan. If we go down, so in my fortress itself, this is sand, and that's where I made my farms. So we grow, what do we grow? We're growing dimple cups, which are used to dye things. Why are we not doing plum helmets here? It doesn't matter. And then in the autumn, we do pigtails. Pigtails are important because pigtails you can make thread out of them to make clothing, or you can mash them up into a slurry, and then using a screw press, you can turn that into paper. Paper's pretty important if you want your dwarves to be able to write scrolls and books, which I want it to. This farm right here, this is where all my plump helmets are doing. See a lot of plump helmets in there. And I think this is one big farm plot. I'm not 100% sure because there's really two here. It's kind of hard to tell them apart. Maybe if I do this, no. If I do this, if I go workshops, if I go farming, if I go farm plot. Yeah, this is Talay one. All right, so whatever. I've got some farms. They're up here. I have the trade depot inside. I don't like leaving the trade depot out in the rain, and it is 3 tiles wide in the entrance because eventually they send you carts that need 3 squares wide for the carts to get in. I cheated. I read the spoilers on that. Over here on the right, this stockpile is finished goods. These are the things my dwarves produce so that they're nice and close to the trade depot. So I just need to move the bins over there whenever the trade caravan shows up. And then there's some stuff like a couple of instruments I've built and other crap like that. What is this? A quiver? Water buffalo leather quiver. Yeah, so there's some crap just sitting here. This is actually much bigger than it had to be because I forgot about bins. So my storage areas were there was stuff strewn all over them, and then I remembered, holy crap, bins are a thing. Make the dwarves build bins, and the bins will actually store my items. Like, this bin has all these toys in here that my guys have forged, and this is essentially I'm violent drunken Santa's elves. I trade in stone toys when the caravan comes. And to show you what that looks like, I'm going to show you my standing work orders. So I have a work order here that says make a rock toy, and there's a conditional setup on it. Conditional work orders are the best. What it says is that if there are less than 50 rock toys available, build 200. So the dwarves have clearly built enough that we've got enough stock, but I think I'm going to modify that number. If there's less than well, no, they would have built 200, so never mind. If amount of is less than, we'll just keep it at 50. All right. So that's my build. This little thing right here, that does an industrial burst where they'll build toys. I feel like the check should really be, no. Here's what we're gonna do. If the amount of them's less than 200, because I want to be well stocked on rock toys. All right. So now you see it's satisfied for the next check. So every day it'll check the work orders, and then when they go green dots, that means they're going to fire. All right. Brewing drink from plants, that is conditionals as well. If there's less than 10, I have them brew 20. See, I've got 29 drinks right now. Now, I'm going to modify this because, if less than 10, I'm going to go back to that work order, and instead of brewing 20, I want them to brew 50 drinks because I want too much. I want too much booze. Brew drink from fruit, we can keep that at 20 because that, whatever. As long as I have one of them, it's going a little higher. I've got make wood and bin. This one's really important. If there are less than 10 empty bins, and the empty bins are where the dwarves will store all sorts of stuff, make 20 empty bins. So we always have storage bins. It's like how when my wife goes to like Sam's Club or whatever, she's always like buying containers. I don't even know if we need as many containers, but this is my wife buying containers. All right, so, and then the wooden barrels are used for the for the drinks. If it's a conditional. If we have less than 10, make 10. So there's barrels for drinks. And so that level of automation stops you from being blocked from being able to brew because there's no room, or it stops crap from being scattered all over your fortress because you don't have bins. They're fire and forget. And then I've got some standing orders to decorate stuff with shells, to cut gems, to encrust finished goods with cut gems. So everything from the encrust gems and higher, those are automated work orders. And the ones in green have met their conditions to fire off. Automation, it's your friend. These two work orders here are one-offs. I'm just making some more beds for when more people show up, and I'm making the spears for the traps that I'm going to make. So that's the quick little tour of the work orders. Let me show you my nobles and administrators, because I don't know if you've really dove into these guys yet. Sodell was actually elected mayor and then got super fucking picky. He had a perfectly fine tiny bedroom and tiny office, and then he wanted a decent study and decent quarters. So if we go down a level, we'll go to Sodell's office shortly, but this is where I store lumber. This is where I store all the non-finished goods. So like empty barrels, empty bins, anvils that haven't become forges yet. There's a slab for when next I have something die and there's no corpse, right? Because I've got some empty coffins in place. That's not spooky at all. And then obviously this is where I store my stones. Here, this is my first primary crafting area. Right here, yeah, they get in moods. Right here, this room right here is the dormitory. So if you don't have your own room, you're welcome to grab a bed in here. I don't have enough bedrooms for everybody to have their own room yet. That's something I should probably work on. This right here, we're going to turn on the zones, right? So this right here is the mayor's office. All right, and he's happy with it. This right here is his private fucking dining room because he demanded a private dining room. And this here is his bedroom, which he demanded certain things in. So my spoiled ass mayor now has a very nice, private living suite. This right here, this tiny office, this is the bookkeeper's office because the bookkeeper is a lot more chill. And then again, this was the first still. Then we got carpenter workshop, craft dwarf, and stoneworker. And here's the lava bubbling. We'll go down one more level. This level here is the kitchen, the primary kitchen cooking area. So this is where all the food and brew is stored when it's made. This right here is a barracks for my first squad. I have 2 squads of dwarves right now. The Hollow Lancers are the original squad, and the Tufted Armories. Remember, I let the game name them. And I let the game pick the symbols too, why not? These guys have the Tufted Armories have a barracks deeper in the fort. I'll show you that. This is our fancy dining room. Put 1 chair at each table. Otherwise, dwarves get irritated that they don't have that they're crowding the table. And yes, this statue is a giant penguin. I had no control over that. Stukas made a penguin statue. And it's well designed. So, good on him. All right. Up here, this is the hospital. And when I zone into the hospital, we can kind of see its status. We've got a diagnostician, a surgeon, and a bone doctor. I don't remember how good any of these nerds are. We've got enough thread. We've got some cloth. We've got some splints. We've got crutches. I don't know how to get powder. We got buckets, and we have no soap. So there's some stuff I still need to get. We do have 4 beds, which are, lay in that bed until you feel better. 3 tables where you do Civil War surgery, and then we got traction benches for when the dwarves, I guess, get broken bones or whatever. See, 2 traction benches. So the hospital is a relatively recent add-on. I don't think I've had anything terrible happen in there yet. I've got enough. I'm starting to deny petitions because I'm happy at a population of 74, right? Meow. At least until I expand the fortress a little bit. All right. This is the primary living space. Every dwarf citizen has a bed and a coffer that they can put their stuff in. What I haven't done is I haven't smoothed the floors or engraved the walls, and not everybody has a door. How many doors do I have in stock? All right, so there's 29 doors, 27 doors, and all of them are installed. The orange number is how many are built and being used. So I guess I should make some more doors. I'll put in a work order. I think I was just tired the other night, and we're kind of getting low on lead, so we're just going to make rock doors. And let's do 30 rock doors. 30 Rock, very funny show. Used to watch it. And I say I used to because I watched the whole thing. All right, what we have here is we have 2 temples. This temple right here, the gold sculpture garden. It's not a sculpture garden. It's a temple. But it thinks it's a sculpture garden. This is like to no particular deity. This is basically for folk who we don't have a temple for their deity. And then this one right here, this is the Shrine of Assaults. A fair number of my dwarves follow Thasset, so I built a temple specifically for Thasset. And there's a performer who will, I guess, dance? I don't know. So, yeah. So we've got 2 different temples, and I really need to make them prettier. Lexx, I don't know if you've done anything with smoothing or engraving, but this little button right here, this is what that is for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, let's take Thasset's temple. Let's smooth the walls and the floor. And we're going to do the same thing with the Unitarian temple. It's now the Unitarian temple. Now what'll happen is I'm going to unpause the game, and you'll see the dwarves will start to get to work. Ready to work. Oh, look. There's you. The little pig. All right. You're visiting my fortress. Yeah, there you go. Dwarvitarian, Dwarven uniform. Yeah, something like. You'll see how the floors now look smooth. That actually prepares it to do engraving. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the outer walls, and they're going to engrave art on the outer walls. I'm going to do the same thing on both. And what that'll do is that'll make the dwarves happy, and I'm going to show you something. We should engrave here too, and engrave here too, engrave here too. Whoops, engrave. And they'll engrave on the floor there where I hit it. Why not? So like if I click here, the limp oak, that's what's engraved on the wall. Engraved on the wall is a superiorly designed image of Udon whatever, the human by Meng whatever. He's traveling. The artwork relates to journey of the human Udon to the magical wall in early spring of 17 during the third journey of the... And I'll bet you if you look in Legends mode, this actually happened. So they're actually engraving things. Sometimes they'll like just do, it's a friggin' tree. Yeah, well, there you go. Well-designed image of traction benches. So this guy likes traction benches. Now, I suppose this deity, I think, is about a little bit of fighting and stuff. So traction benches in his temple, not the worst. All right? But that's a way to make your rooms better. And what'll happen is the dwarves will see the art on the walls and stuff. It'll make them happier. So it's not just for RP fun. There's actually mechanics. All right, let's go down another level. This here is the magic room. This is where I've got my magma forges and smelters and magma furnace. I have a glass furnace. So here's what I did. If I go down one more level, this is where I tapped the volcano. I carved out channels. Channels are a digging option. They're right here. Dig a channel, making a ramp on the level below. So that basically, if I'm on level 44 and I dig a channel, that channel will basically open it up so it's now level 43, right? And then what I did is once this first rectangle was all channeled, I then had a dwarf quickly tap the volcano and he scampered away and survived. And then it filled up the magma of this original pool. And I was able to make these two, the smithy, I was able to make the magma forge and the magma smelter work. And once I realized it was good, I then channeled out this area here and then quickly dug right there. It's under the corner of this one so that I had more space for more magma powered stuff. And the cool part about the magma is I don't need to worry about charcoal. I don't need to worry about fuel. It's fueled because of the volcano. All right. Here's some failures of them trying to do some of the work orders. We don't have any... They can't decorate with shells because we don't have shells. This guy tried to eat something he couldn't get to. I can't help you there. There's plenty of accessible food. There's 578 pieces of food you can eat. All right. My guys in the tavern are sharing rumors. The spears are done. This guy created a masterpiece toy boat, so that'll be worth more money. Oh boy, this dwarven child is taken up. She's in a mood, which means that she's trying to build something, which could be terrible. Let's see where's her mood. See if she's still in a strange mood right here. See, so if we go, I've never seen a child... Yeah, I got too many seats. I've never seen a child taken over by a fey mood. And she's supposed to be trying to build something, and I don't... Oh, God, this 8-year-old got drunk! Got drunk! But you see, it was blissful dining in a legendary dining room. My dining room is... like highly decorated and stuff. Lady chops a lot. Yeah. So hopefully this dwarven child is able to fulfill his mood. Her mood? Is it a he or a she? That's female, right? The little... Yeah. All right. I think, or is that a... No, that's he. I'm terrible. Oh, it says he. There you go. He. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think gender actually impacts anything in the world of Dwarf Fortress, but yeah, the dwarf every creature in Dwarf Fortress has what we would call on Earth gender assigned at birth, right? I don't think Tarn has gone heavy into letting them pivot that, but who knows? Maybe. All right, and I keep having these. I have so many friggin' entertainers who want to stay, and I could be judgy about them. They're just trying to slack off. Yeah, it definitely affects having a million cats. Maybe. So anyway, on the same level as the forge, I decided to make the tavern on that level. Because how cool is that? Gaze at the magma forge while getting drunk. So my tavern is pretty hopping right now. Or right meow, I should say. What I haven't done is I haven't made guest rooms for the tavern. Maybe that's something to do. In fact, let's actually do that. We're going to make a corridor here, and we're just going to make a couple of guest rooms. We'll do these kind of off kilter just to be cute. It would go right there. And it would go right there. Yeah, 5 guest rooms will do. All right. So carve those out, would you? Oh, do I have anything to? Oh, right here. This is kind of cool. This little pedestal right here. Let me. Oh no, I turned on mining. This little pedestal right here. This actually has on display Kithnashur, which is one of the items that one of my dwarves made when they were in a mood. It's a ring, and it's got spikes on it. It's got spikes on it. And so by displaying that in the tavern, other dwarves and guests will see it, and it'll make them happy. Now, if you hover over, I don't know if you noticed this, if you hover over your fortress's name in the upper left, it'll give you some data like, here's the created wealth, what it is in weapons, armor, furniture, other objects, architecture. This number is responsible for triggering you being noticed in the outside world. As you become wealthier, and as you become more well known, and as these idiots in the tavern spread rumors and stuff, there might be people who want that artifact you have. Or goblin raiding parties will decide, hey, I want their stuff. Right? That can happen. So, look at that! So Olin, good job, Olin, created Arak, an apricot wood bracelet. He offers it to the Arch of Spinning. The Arch of Spinning is the government of my place. So that's fantastic. So I think we should recognize his effort. I think we should totally recognize his effort. So let us go to furniture, and we'll go to display. I don't know if I have any displays built right now, but we'll try to put a display in this corner right here. Oh, we have silver pedestals. We're going to put a display right there. See, I'm sneakily giving you a tutorial. Okay, that dwarf built the display. Now what I do is I click the display and I assign new display items. And that was a ring, correct? So we'll go down to rings. Rings. No, it was a bracelet. Sorry, bracelets. Bracelets. Is this where I should just search? No, bracelets right here. Adam Arak. So we'll click on that. Doink. And a dwarf will go get that from the workshop where it was probably kept. Oh. And now if we click on this, there's more than one thing on the item or on the square, so we can click here. The silver pedestal with Adam Arak on display. And if we click the little magnifying glass, we can see a description of it. It's worth 1,000 coins. It's not the most valuable artifact that's ever been made, but that's pretty cool. And because someone in our fortress made it, it now has a place of honor in the Barricaded Harvest. That's the name of the tavern. the barricaded harvest. Remember, I like to keep the names they give places. All right, let's do this. We're going to do doors, hatches. Boy, you'll note how I haven't done a damn thing about the traps I was talking about. You'll note I haven't. We want to keep building after placement because I want to place a couple of doors. We're going to use all dacite doors here so they all match. Dacite doors. See, we want the rooms in the inn to have doors so that, they can be discreet. What do you mean by that? You figure it out yourself. And we'll have all apricot beds. Again, so we match. This is unusual for me, caring this much about matching. Right? The names are so much fun. Like, I know you can give dwarves and stuff nicknames, but now, just because I built these rooms here doesn't mean that they're associated with the inn at all. So let me show you how this works. Bedroom. Zone it. Accept it. And then the little shield, the plus, you assign it to a different area. So we're going to assign it to the barricaded harvest. And now that's a rentable room at the barricaded harvest. If we click on the barricaded harvest, we can see rented rooms, none out of 1. Not the most intuitive process, but that is how you can take bedrooms or other types of rooms and assign them to a larger structure. And then what'll happen is visitors can rent a room and stay here for a spell. I'm not sure what it actually does economically, but I also don't know if I care. Are these guys sleeping in these beds even though... Okay, well, all right. Bedroom, assign it to the barricaded harvest. We're going to make sure he didn't accidentally claim it as his bedroom. Yeah, you don't get to take that. That's a bedroom for the inn. You can rent it, but yeah, and that's why when you're doing bedrooms, I always advise people to pause the game, which I'm obviously not doing, right? Meow. If you pause it, people won't claim it. All right, is this? Did she claim this room? Oh my gosh. It's not yours. Oh, maybe she rented it. Oops. Well, oops. All right. Sorry. Now that I've assigned these all to the barricaded harvest, I'm just going to let them be. Okay. Oh, so 2 of the rooms were rented. I have a feeling I kicked the guy out of the room. We'll need to give him a refund. Oh, well. My bad. My bad. All right, so now the barricaded harvest is not just a tavern, but an inn, which was yeah. Is it Yelp or it would be Delp because it's dwarven? This guy's a goblin dancer. I think I let him live here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives here. Let me look. These are my citizens. Others. Okay, so these are guests. Okay, they're just guests. That's fine. As you can see, it's a 24/7 party at my fort. Who's this guy? Okay, whatever. This guy. All right, so here we go. Right here, so continuing the tour of the area, the room to the right, this is where the metal, the ore has. I'm going to go back to my adventure. Fantastic. No, I'm glad you swung by. This right here, some of my citizens demanded a guild hall. Oh, look, it's Untitled Goose. Demanded a guild hall, so this right here is actually a guild hall for the Guild of Channels, and only they can visit it. All right. There's not much to my fortress left that's been built. this is the level with the library, which I think is awesome sauce. And to the left of that, this is the industry required to make the library. They've got their own craft stores workshop, they've got querns, and they've got screw presses. And that actually, all the stuff in here is how they produce the paper to make. And then once you've got the sheets of paper, you can craft scrolls or books. Worth looking at the wiki for the steps there so that you reduce the amount of guesswork. But if I go in my stocks and I scroll down to, well, scrolls should be in here. I'll just search for scroll. So I've got scroll rollers, and then this is these are the various scrolls that are in my fortress. And the pigtail ones are the ones that my people wrote or copied. They make copies of them so that more than one dwarf can read them at once. So here's Did Reasoning Falter? It's a pigtail scroll. The rollers are made from well-crafted lead. Written on the item is a manual, intelligent reasoning, authored by Isa. It concerns dialectic Greek. The writing is somewhat showy. Prose is not awful, but not very good either. Sounds like most of my creative writing in college. But I made all the furniture and the bookcases, most of them out of lead, because I had an excess of lead bars. And this bookshelf, as you can see, has most of the stuff in it. And then working in my library I've got 2 scholars and a scribe. This chief medical dwarf acts as a scribe at times. Yeah. And then we go down. This is the tomb area. Some of the coffins are sadly occupied. And these are memorial slabs for dwarves whose bodies could not be found. That makes them stop haunting your ass. I had a ghost problem because I couldn't figure out how to carve the slab. And then this is the barracks of my second squad. They're practicing. And then it's just turtles all the way down. Some staircases, some mining. And then we eventually down on level. We've dug down to 11. And that's how much digging. So now you've seen Net Dented in all of its glory as it stands right meow. So yeah. What I'm going to do, Lex, I know you might be going. But what I'm going to do now for anybody who is still... Now you're... Okay, so yeah, you want to go play Dwarf Fortress again, which I totally get. So off with ye. But it was great. Thank you for letting me give the little tour. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to build some traps like I was talking about earlier. So I'm going to pause so that it's not running the clock. Nope, I just unpaused. And I hope you picked up an idea or two. I know every time I watch a stream or read something about Dwarf Fortress, I'm like, ooh, I need to try that. All right, so let's do some traps. We're going to do weapon traps, and we're going to do 3 across here. And then we're going to do on each of these, you can see I can have up to 10 weapons. I'm going to do 3 spears. That'll do more damage. So you need a mechanism, and then is up to 10 weapons for each trap. And what'll happen is the dwarves, so I think the trap will reset after it's used. Because I've had them fire off, but then they're still okay. And no, the animals will not set these off. All right. I'm out of mechanisms. It's a tragedy. So let's make a work order for mechanisms. Because I feel those are something that... Those are something... Let's make some gold mechanisms. Why not? Because that sounds fun. We'll make some gold mechanisms because it's always good to have mechanisms around. They're used for many different things. Some stuff that I haven't done yet. It's early spring. Early spring. What is in here? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wait for the save. This is where the Steam Deck, it saves a little faster because it's Linux. It's Linux. How do I get that stuff out of there? Everything should be here. I don't know why those things are in the trade depot. I have no idea how to get them out, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so now we got weapon traps. And we just need some mechanisms to be built so that I can finish. That way we've got total coverage. What do we have here? Oh, a nanny goat has been starved. Thief. See, this is why I want the traps up. Because of the thief. The thief is right there, right? This is level 53. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Why did he cancel that mechanism? Cancels Decker Shell, that's fine. Oh, he's grown attached to his shield. How nice. Cancels needs refined coal. You know what? Alright. I don't need this in my life. Mechanism. We're just making some rock mechanisms because we know those will work. We just know those will work. Oh, look. Plump helmets. Yeah, we know. We know. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to check their training schedules. I'm going to pause the game for a moment. Let me look at their schedule. So Granite's the current month. So they're off to... So they train... They're off from Granite. What about these guys? All right. So now... Okay. Copy. I want the squads to train at different times. So the Hollow Lancers will train for 3 months. Okay. So the Tufted Armories. Wait a minute. Who's doing what? All right. So they're doing the first quarter and the third quarter. All right. First quarter, third quarter. So these guys will do the second quarter and the fourth quarter. And that's exactly what I got going on. Okay. Good. Perfect. No, we don't need that. We're doing the staggered training quarterly. They may not be the best, but I want them to have a fair amount of downtime. They're more like the National Guard dwarves. Yeah, These guys. And what I should probably do is look at the wiki and see what the difference is between the two trainings. But I feel like I don't want them overtraining. Also, we're gonna make a patrol route for the squads to march. Whoops. Oh, they have a patrol route already. We'll have these guys patrol looking for that teeth. And then I'll take them off. Oh, an elven caravan. How nice. All right. I don't even know if these elves are going to have anything I want. But we'll certainly talk to them. We'll bring this finished good bin over there, and that'll probably do. And then I'll have to trade individual items out of it. And then we want the broker at the depot. So when the trade caravan shows up, you actually have to summon the broker. And if he's in the middle of something, he ain't going to show up. It might take him a while. So, good luck with that. Meanwhile, we're going to build our last 2 weapon traps. We're going to build one right here with granite mechanisms. We'll do copper spears. Done. And then we'll build our last one here with a gabbro mechanism with 3 copper spears. And now we now have full fields of fire for our covering in case hostiles come into the fort somehow. What I would like to do eventually is dig like almost a moat that I can fill with magma and have a bridge to cross it. But not there yet. What I need to be careful of is that magma doesn't overflow the place, because that would be too much fun. But that was one of the things I was maybe going to work on tonight. All right, let's see what they have to trade. So they have logs they're willing to give me. All right, we'll take your logs. That way I don't have to cut trees down. Which is ironic. We'd like gloves, we'd like mittens, we'd like hoods. I don't really care about these seeds. But we'll take the leaves and fruit because I can brew from them. Right? And then, yeah, I don't care about any of their other crap. Wait, what is this? Is that one of my named items? All right, I'm not... I feel like that shouldn't be in the box. On the other hand, trading these things will get me a bunch of stuff. So we're just going to do that. What? What's dead? All right, fine. You don't want to trade? We're not going to trade. I don't need your crap. More migrants. The muscular ferns. Hello, muscular ferns. Okay. Well, isn't this special? Those idiots didn't want to... They don't like me dealing in death. Well, you know what? You're going to have to get over it. I specifically tried to not trade in something that would have offended them, and they decided they were going to give me attitude, so we're done. All right, I think we're going to make another dormitory down here. Yes, down here. So let's do this. Let's do it 2 square wide main hallway. And then we'll start making some rooms over here. This here is very methodical, and this is where I tend to focus hard. So if I'm really boring for a few minutes, that's why, because I'm just thinking. Kind of in the zone. And this is the way I do a standard dwarf room. It's essentially a square connected by a tinier square. It's nothing fancy. But they seem to be okay with it. Yeah, like they have a choice. All right. Oops, that's not where I want it. And what this will do, this will get me some more stone and some other stuff. Booze brewed. We struck rock crystal. Yeah, I know we're out of shells because we apparently stopped catching tortoise. We had a whole bunch of tortoise shells in the refuse pile. So I said, hey, why don't you use this to decorate shit? So what I'm going to do now is, since we no longer have that, we're just going to we're going to cancel this work order. And if we ever build up that many tortoises again, then we'll do it again. Furniture, bed. All right. All right, so I'm going to need to make some more beds. Hey. All right, so that would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, 20 beds. I'm just making 20 beds. So many friggin' beds. How's my wood supply doing? I was going to have more, but the stupid elves got stupid. Oh, I got plenty of wood. Stupid elves getting stupid. I wonder if I should cut down some trees. Oh, they're not still here. Well, I'm going to cut down some more trees even though the elves aren't here to say it. Just to get back at them. Ah, good. The rock mechanisms were completed. Struck more stuff. All right, so the traps are set. All right, you guys doing this patrol? We can just cancel that order. You don't need to keep doing that. Because I haven't seen an alert about the thieves. And now that we've got the traps in place, I'm kind of hoping that dissuades some stuff. You know, we're going to do we're going to do maybe another trap. Traps. We're going to go weapon. We're going to put one right here, right in front of the door. Oh, hi there. Let's do a spear and 2 maces. That sounds like fun. Wham! Just wham! Right as they come through the door. Wham, wham, spear. There we go. Stick 'em. Now, the traps obviously aren't going to do anything. Those are mostly hopefully going to catch pests. They won't do anything against a large invading army. So this is where I'm going to actually dig some. I'm going to start my channel. I want to do a channel that is... We're going to do the channel here, and then we're going to hook it over to here. Dig! What do we have here? Oh, there's a mandate? I didn't even notice there was a mandate. Oh, and we're a town now. That's exciting. When did that happen? Maybe we've been a town for a while? Muscular ferns, we're good. We don't need more people living here at this time. I need that tree gone. Because it's blocking my channel. In fact, I want the channel to be bigger. So we need this tree gone. This tree gone. And that'll do. Perfect. Whoops. Want to make a 4 square wide channel here in the front. And then I got to figure out how to do a bridge. Bridge, here we go. So we want to do... Where's a bridge? Oh, right there. The draw direction below. We want the draw direction to be this way. And we want... Yeah, like that. All right, let's do... Gabbro, I know, is magma safe. So we're going to make it out of Gabbro. Because again, it's going to be magma under that bridge when all is said and done. Digging towards the volcano. Alright, we need that bridge built before anything else happens. Alright, so he's going to be building the bridge. That's fine. So apparently once I build the bridge, I then need to... Alright, so let me go to help here. Traps and levers. Oh, so build a lever, then click on the lever and choose to link it to a bridge or door. Okay. Machines and fluids. So we want a lever. So we're going to put a lever right here. So I'm not sure if which of these are magma safe, so we're going to try microcline. Although it might not matter. Oh, this... Okay, so that guy grew attached to a spear. This is good. All right, I want the bridge to finish being built, so I can link the lever to it, and we can test it. Build a bridge out of her. It's how you figure out if someone's a witch. You can build a bridge out of her. Oh, and I guess we need more gems. We're going to have to dig deeper. I think the dwarves will be okay with that. And here's what we should probably do. We should probably make the channel a little wider right here. Construction nearly done. I like hearing that. I grew up in New Jersey where I'm used to construction taking forever. Look at that. All right, so now we're going to link the lever to Rough Gabbro Bridge. There! The bridge is up! It worked! We'll pull the lever to lower the bridge. Doink! All right, we now have a bridge. So the big question on Action News becomes the lava. So, is andesite magma? Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need a new window for the web browser. Dwarf Fortress Magma safe. Oh boy, andesite does not appear on the list. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. Dolomite does. How do we... How do we remove that item? So, I wonder... The issue is that mechanism may fail if there's lava under the bridge. Oh! Well, that's fun. Boy, this is just in time. Well, funny enough... Alright, it's time. Whether it's time or not. Run, Dwarf, run! Pull the lever! Boink! Alright, everybody. Here comes the lava! The magma. I would get back inside the fortress. Alright, we'll parlay with him. I'm not sure how that works. They're up here. Okay. So they are... They're not even close to the fortress yet. Who's out here? I don't think anybody's out here. Just some animals. So this could be very fortuitous. Age of Church is the property of our people. Pass this treasure into possession and we shall depart in peace. What's the Age of Church? Is that written content? I have no idea what the Age of Church is. The Age of... Like, not a clue. I don't want to give him whatever that is. I have no idea what the hell it is. I'm stalling for time for the magma to fill the trench. Do I give him the thing? I don't know if I give him the thing or not. How are they crossing up there? That's not good. Seriously? Do we need to wall this off? They can move along the slopes? All right, I'm bringing the military guys out because I don't know where these friggin' goblins are. No, I don't want you guys to be here. It looks like I've lost my diplomacy thing. Did they leave? Where are they? They're kind of over here. Oh dear. Oh, they're coming. Ah, we're fighting! I still have 82 population. Did I, like, kill the friggin' goblins? What do we got here? Others. Whoa! Stray rooster. Whoa! I kicked the crap out of those goblins. Nice! Kicked the crap out of them. All right, let's do this. Let's pull the lever. Lower the bridge. Constructions. Wall. All right. What? All right. So this is irritating. If they can just go up the slopes, then what fucking good is the... What good's the magma? I mean, it looks cool. All right. You guys can go back to what you're doing. Nice job on killing the goblins. Oh my god. So we're going to do this. We're going to unlock all this stuff. Collect the booty from the goblins. That's what happens when you threaten my dwarfs. How am I going to stop them from just using the slopes? Right? What's that look like? Because that doesn't actually help. Mm. This is a tough one. What if I mine that? No, that's not going to work. Because of the slope, they can just go friggin' around. This is really not the place to have the magma. The place to have the magma is inside of the fortress. That's the place to have it. That's the only reasonable approach, I think. I'm just thrilled I kicked those goblins' ass. Who's he fighting? Oh, that's where he fought. Yeah. Farmer Guild. Nice. So why don't we make them a guild hall? That was the Farmer Guild, right? Yep, now they have a guild hall. We'll set them up some furniture. 2 thrones. See if there's any tables. There we go. What's the petition here? Yep, they have a guild hall now. They have a guild hall now. The Scaly Dale. They can be scaly. In the Dale. So I love my magma and my bridge, but the slope. That's killing me. So that's not going to work. Oh, dag. All right. Well, you know what? We still have a river of magma sitting in front of my fortress, and that's pretty cool. And we kicked goblin ass, which is also pretty cool. So we're just going to go for the decorative, the whole decorative thing. All right, let's pause. We had some bedrooms to assign. And if I have to do this, you're going to have to watch. If I have to do this, you need to watch too. Ugh. So tedious. Assigning more bedrooms. I think the dwarves will grab them themselves. So what I'm trying to do is prevent the dwarves from like grabbing more than one bedroom, because apparently dwarves can be greedy. So now we'll just start laying out more beds. And I swear, I'm totally okay with a chunk of them being stuck in the dorm when I get behind. Because quite frankly, this gets a little tedious. Beds. Beds. Although, I'm just super thrilled that they kicked the goblins' asses. Oh, so good. All right. Zone. Bedroom. No. Zone. Bedroom. Except what? They kicked the goblins' asses. They kicked the goblins' asses. They kicked the goblins' asses. My lava's doing nothing. My lava's doing nothing. Well, the burning magma. You know what? I'm going with it looks cool. All right? It looks cool. Oh, and I guess you need to make these guys. I guess you need to make them coffers too, or they'll complain. They won't complain, but they'll be happier if they have coffers they can put their stuff in. How's that? Okay. I almost gave in and gave those goblins what they were asking for. To prevent the loss of life. Yeah, their lives. I kicked the goblins' asses. I kicked the goblins' asses. Like, I don't think I took a single dwarven casualty. We're going to check and see. We're going to check the hospital to see if any of the dwarves reported there for injuries. Because it's kind of hard to tell. I think I'd have to look at all the military dwarves and then carefully analyze each of their statuses, and that's not happening. But hopefully the ones who were itching for a fight got what they wanted. We kicked the goblins' asses. Maybe we should bring the fight to the goblins. Now, you see, that's how you end up dying. By taking the fight to them. I think repelling them, wiping out the whole squad. I mean, sure, I outnumbered them, but not looking for a fair fight. I'm looking for a fight that ends up with dead goblins. The game's like, all right, you braggart. Next, we're going to send you a necromancer. Mark my words. Well, we're a town now. So, yeah, we started as a hamlet. Now we're a town. So there's a little more of us to love, if you will. A little more of us to love. All right. Do some work. Install those beds. Let's go to the hospital. See what's what there. Untitled goose. The goose is named... Oh, Cyril. Okay. What's the relations? No relationships. Oh, that's a shame. Did you have inappropriate relationships with that goose? Maybe. All right, so there's no one. There's no one in there. Most of these dwarves are in really good moods, too. What building are they constructing? Oh, they're putting the beds down. Oh, how nice of them. Yes, children, be useful. Perform labor. Let's go finish putting doors on the original quarters while we're doing this. Build doors. It's like that episode of Schitt's Creek when when Roland took away Johnny's doors, because that's what his dad would do when he misbehaved. We'll build more doors for everybody eventually. We survived a goblin attack. That wasn't a given in my head, by the way. It was over so fast, but that was not a given to me that we would do that. I feel very justified in the investment I put into my militias and training them. I thought that was excellent. Okay. All these quarters will have doors now. Ooh, very nice. And you know what? The tavern should really have doors. Nah. There's only one door left. And you know what? It being open, turkeys wandering around. You know, maybe I should make nesting boxes for those turkeys. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Build furniture. Or workshops, farming. Okay. So we're gonna make some nest boxes. nest box. We'll make half a dozen. And then maybe we'll get some eggs. We could put the turkeys up here on a farm. Yeah, we'll put the nesting boxes up here. Or maybe we'll put them here next to the lava. Where's the pasture? Yeah, there should be plenty for the stupid animals to eat there. The stupid animals, that's great. How are we doing here? All right, while we're waiting for those nest boxes, we're kind of out of gems. So I want to send some miners down to do some more digging. So we're just going to dig a little. These walls look like they might have some healthy gems in them. We're just going to dig. Dig, 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 dig. And do I have separate storage for the gems? Because I know I did that on my one fortress, but maybe not here. Looks like I don't. So we're just going to make a section back here to store the gems. Stockpiles, let's see here. Custom. So let's go to the places. Stockpiles, finished goods, food, food. Would the gems be here? Custom. Yeah, we're gonna go none. We want to hold the population a little bit, dude. Llama starved to death. What can you do? What do I have in terms of gems? Maybe I used them all up. Boy, these guys are busy mining down here. How many miners do I have? Oh, I've got miners. Yeah, I got like 6 of them. What are you looking at, Pokey Dwarven Child? How many picks do I have? Pick. I probably could use some picks. So let's do that. Copper pick. Let's forge 5 of them. And if you tell me I need something else for them, then I guess I need something else for them. How do I refine coal? Make coke from... Okay. I guess I don't have any of that. Well, let's see if the picks happen. Those trousers did not need to be locked. They can be claimed. Now I'm just kind of falling into the zen of the fortress. Just one more turn. Oh wait, different game. How are we doing down here? Oh, you're still digging. Who's mining? So she's mining. These slackers are just sleeping. Where's my other fucking miners? He's attending a meeting. What do you mean you're attending a meeting? For empathy. I guess I probably need some more specific temples for some of these people. Dwarves. So this guy's reading when he could be mining. Why do I feel like maybe they don't have enough picks? Okay. Would you approve the friggin' work order already? Oh my word, where's the manager? And how good of a miner is that? Competent miner. Well, that's good. Well, the dead should be not haunting anymore. Here, we'll do that. What's the yellow face? Yellow is content. All right. I'll take content. So that orange right there is displeased. That's unhappy. I think the angry ones are mostly the kids because they're emotional. Why is he angry? Oh, miserable. Let's see what your situation is. Well, he did kill that goblin. Yeah. So this guy's got a little post-traumatic stress syndrome here because he had some trauma. All right, so he needs to basically have some better experiences, it looks like. He needs alcohol. He doesn't really care about anything anymore. Oh no. He doesn't care about anything anymore. That's terrible. I'm sorry that he's cranky. All right. So, I don't know what my dwarf's problems are here. Why we're not forging those axes we need, or the picks we need. You don't care, so don't ask. Damn. Harsh. We care. We so care. All right, let's see who our angriest people are. The child, the butcher. Oh, look, we're finally forging the copper picks we need to get some more miners. That's good. What is she doing? Oh, cutting gems. She feels good. Yeah, I mean, I get there's going to be miserable dwarves, and sometimes you have no direct way of dealing with what their problems are. I don't think I'm unsympathetic, but what are you going to do? All right. So I think at this point it's been an interesting adventure, but I think it's time to call it for this fortress for the now. So we're going to save, return to the title menu. If you're watching the recording, I hope you found some useful tidbits. It was great to chat with Lexx when he was on earlier. Lexx is an old friend of mine who is also picking up on Dwarf Fortress. Neat guy. But yeah, if I don't stream, well, I'll probably stream before then. But whatever. Yeah, we're coming up on Christmas. It's December 17th today. So, alrighty. Y'all have a good night.